Hello, everyone. I'm Douglas. Today I will be your tour guide to the museum that is the Middle Ages. And I will be taking you more than 600 years back in a time traveling journey here. And what I will be doing is I will be showcasing a few art pieces and musical pieces from the Middle Ages that I handpicked myself. And I will be explaining a few things about them. And our first stop is Gothic art. Now, Gothic art is basically a style of architecture. And this right here at the bottom left is kind of what a building in Gothic style would look like. The windows is as you can see here, right here, the windows are kind of Gothic style as well. And they're very colorful, and they pretty much were used to um, show like stories. It was illustrated. It was like pictures on the walls. I mean, on the windows, and these pictures were telling Bible stories. And it was convenient because back then, like most regular people, they couldn't read and didn't have access to books anyways. So looking at the pictures on the windows was a great way for them to kind of learn. And Gothic art was a style of medieval art that was developed in northern France, and it was around the 12th century. Our next stop is illuminated manuscripts. Now, I like these personally. I like to draw, so I can just imagine the time and talent that took to make some of these books. So, illuminated manuscripts, they are handwritten books adorned with decorations and illustrations, and they might often be made with precious metals, as you can see on the top right, top left. I'm sorry, and outside on the covers, many nobles had people make them illuminated manuscripts, and it was a very common art back then. Our next stop will be sculptures. On the top left, we have The Well of Moses by Claus Slutter. On the top right, we have Notre Dame Cathedral sculptures. On the bottom left, we have Tympanum at Vézelay Abbey. And then on the bottom here, right, we have the tomb of Rudolph of Swabia, or Swabia. I'm not sure how you pronounce that. But our next stop will be medieval music. And I have prepared an experience here. This is what it would kind of sound like if you were in a medieval feast. This is what the ambience would be like. So if you can kind of just close your eyes for a minute, you can kind of imagine yourself in a banquet hall with a bunch of other people, and this is kind of the music that would be playing in the background while everyone was feasting. Okay, and our next stop will be lute and recorder type of music. Now, the earliest lutes were believed to have originated in ancient Mesopotamia around 3100 BC. So, lutes aren't actually something new, but it was a popular style of music during the medieval era. And I have also prepared a song of what that would kind of sound like. So as you can see, it's pretty much just two instruments. the lute and the recorder, but they go very well together, and I can see why they would play this type of music a lot. I guess you could imagine like as we just saw in the banquet hall during the medieval feasts, what the ambience would sound like. They might have somebody playing lute and recorder type of music in the background while the feast is going on, or just out in the market, somebody might be playing this type of music. Our next stop will be this piece called I don't really know how to pronounce this, but I think it is Masse de Notre Dame by Guillaume de Machado. It is in Ars Nova style. This style is completely different from the one we just took a look at, the lute and recorder type of music. And this style is more mysterious. Now, this song was composed sometime between like 1360 and 1365. But I have also here prepared an audio clip of what that song sounds like. This is around midway through the song. It's a spot in the song, and this is what I would like to share. So yeah, very mysterious, but it's kind of very interesting. I kind of like it. Not something I would play in the car, on the radio, but definitely something that is very interesting. They might play this type of music in the buildings we just took a look at here with the Gothic style, which was usually churches and places of worship. They might have people singing this type of music there, and that's where you might see that kind of style. Okay, so I consider plays and shows a form of art. So I have here two famous plays from the medieval era, and I will briefly just talk about them and what they were. So the York Mystery Plays, it was a list of 48 plays presenting biblical stories. So throughout these 48 plays, they were kind of telling the stories of the Bible, reenacting what the Bible described, right? And I guess this was something that was very popular because back then religion was very also very very popular. It was a very common thing, and it still is today, of course. But it what I say is might have grown very popular is because people didn't know how to read. So plays was a great way of them learning about what the Bible was talking about. So the vernacular mystery play, the play of Adam, the one here on the right, it is basically a play on the beginning of like the Bible, which is Adam and Eve, right? It's basically talking about the fall of man, and it's talking about what happened to Adam and Eve. And so for the York Mystery Plays, there isn't a record of the first performance of the Mystery Plays, but there was a record of a celebrating of the festival of Corpus Christi in York in 1376, where the play was presented, or some of the plays, or one of them. For the play of Adam, it was created in the mid 12th century, around 1140 or 1174. But it is considered one of the oldest known medieval dramas in any language. It was written by Anglo-Norman, French, in French. It was written by Anglo-Norman. Yeah. So that is all I have for you today. I hope you enjoyed, and as much as I enjoyed putting it together. So I hope you enjoyed, and you have a great night.